And I will advise younger people who are not married, please be involved in writing your marriage vows. Some always, I will cherish you, I would just have no meaning. Look at real things. So these days, that some are even using their wife for ritual. Tie that possibility with covenant. Anyway, it's not supposed to be for believers. But the truth is that some things are happening in modern churches. Tie domestic violence with covenant. Tie that wayward madam with covenant. Put it, be straight. You're a good woman. I don't even believe you will do it, but just you need to make oath for me. Oh, didn't you hear Regina Daniel's husband? He knows that he was in his 60s. He married a fresh. I don't know whether the girl was 18 or 20 or whatever when he married her. Oh, they're boys will be, even if she doesn't want, boys will want. He took her to a shrine where she took an oath over this issue. So to avoid playing chances, that's why we go to the altar. If not, your family, your paid dowry is enough. Why are you dragging God in? You need a higher power that has ability to administer punishment when people break their words. That's the idea. That's why if the living God is not, that people go to whatever shrines and whatever and do it. They need somebody that can hold that man accountable or that woman and administer the consequences when they go break this thing. The super glue that holds those two people and now makes them one is what is called blood covenant. In marriage, it is blood covenant too. It's not just mere covenant. Mere covenant is strong enough, but this one is blood. So if it's the ancient Israel, Pastor Ben, when the terms are finished, it is written that you can't see a Jewish marriage without a document that is written. It is written that the way God married Israel and put his covenant in the Bible. You all read it. It is a written document. Jesus married the church and put the covenant in a book. It is a written document. That's how it's supposed to be written. Now, he didn't do it then, but now we have brought you here. You are going to resolve your mind. Two of you need to sit back again on the table with God. This time, put it down on paper. These are the three things she committed to me. These are also the three things I committed. And then he's going to take that oath again. That's why there's covenant renewal. Some of your marriages are too old. You should have renewed by now. 10 years is enough. You should go for renewal. You don't just leave that thing once. Don't give your life to Jesus once. There are different times. Sometimes worship, sometimes during retreat. You say, Lord, I surrender my life afresh. I renew my commitment to you. I'm so sorry for all the... Yes, that's how the Christian life. There's what is called continuous sanctification. It's not a one-time thing. You will backslide and not know that you are backsliding. No, you will still be attending church. It should be written. Then you go before God to administer the oath. But there should be a human third party. That is a person who, now the priest is usually, that's why even in marriage we ask for the family members. Is there anybody on both sides we ask for? Because you need witnesses. That's how it is done. Talk about the blood part. The blood union, how it's cut, the blood administration. There are two ways it's done. Yes, talk about it.
So, there is the actual cutting of covenant. That is where in secular covenants, most of the time, an incision is made. It could be on the wrist, on the hand, and then blood flows out. That blood is usually mixed with
Wine.
Wine or something.
You get a glass of wine. And then you cut the two parties. You cut the woman, you drip her blood into the wine. You cut the man, you drip the blood into the wine. And it's not just for marriage, even cultism. Even criminal organizations like mafia. That's why you see them, they don't betray each other. Even Ogbueli, even all this or that, whatever. And you know, how many times have you seen Ogbueli people fighting in the public, going to court? Then they mix the wine. Then the two parties have to drink it. That's why when Jesus wanted to cut covenant with the church to start the new covenant, he used wine and bread. So this is the blood of the new covenant in my blood. Drink ye all of it. There's another way the Jews also do it. They get animal. When God did with Abraham, that's what he did. He didn't do wine. You get animals to represent the people that are caught in covenant. They will bring whatever. You divide the animals into two. That's front head. He used knife, cut the thing into two. Put one part this side, put the other part this side. You leave the torsos to face each other. So as the blood is coming out, it creates a blood part. And all the animals are lined that are used in cutting that covenant. So in between, the blood will be flowing out, until the part in between is blood. Then the parties will now step in, standing on blood, and you take your oath and make your commitment. You know what I mean? If I go back, my life will be like one of these animals. Oh, if I take you to Genesis, when God and Abraham cut covenant, Abraham first passed through, made his commitments to Jehovah. He called unqualified committal of his life to Jehovah. Can't worship any other. It's marriage. That's why after how many thousand years, he's still defending the Jewish people. Now, this is what you all need to read this. The Bible said, as evening was coming, there was a horror of great darkness that came upon Abraham. But before the horror of darkness, God descended in flames of fire, and he had to pass between the pieces. God is coming to take his own oath. It is after this that you now hear he calls Abraham my friend. He's a covenant brother. He's a covenant friend. He can't betray Abraham. And he cannot betray his descendants. And this is exactly what Jesus did between him and us. I thought that projector man would be showing them what I'm saying. God came and passed between the pieces. And after he passed and had taken his own commitment, a horror of great darkness fell on Abraham. That's how he goes into a trance. And God came and said, know for surety that your descendant will possess this land. You see, hadn't he kept his word and given them that land of promise? And that I'm going to give you a son for you, even though you are old. He didn't keep his word. No, with guarantee. This is Genesis 15. No, for sure, with guarantee. Because now there is covenant between you and I. That way, that once covenant is cut, it settles all controversy, and nobody ever betrays each other. Nobody ever backstabs each other. He has brought the two people now. They can play as one team. It's only the other parties they can fight. They can't fight themselves. They will be self-destroyed. Now, the part of that they mix in wine, the two have to drink it. It means I've drank your blood, you have drank my blood, we are now blood brothers. And blood brothers are more bound than natural siblings. Yes. Can fight with their natural siblings. After all, what united you people is milk. Suck the same breast. So this is what the Bible said. There is a friend that sticks closer than what? That's a covenant friend. So you will notice that when David and Jonathan caught this kind of thing, Jonathan could not be on the side of his father anymore, Saul. He was always defending David, even to the point of death. When he died, David became king. The first question he asked, is there anybody left from the family of Jonathan that I might show you? They told him the man had a crippled son called Mephibosheth. He brought him and made him a prince. He was living with him in the palace. And he restored all the properties of his father that were taken away. And gave him servants to be tilling ground, growing crops for him, planting, running his businesses, and they were bringing him the wealth. Because of the covenant between David and his father. You see, that thing extends to the next generation. This is what is missing. The foundation of the marriage institution has vanished. Churches don't teach it. Individuals don't even understand it anymore. It's now partner. It's now contract. It's not legal union. They only talk about court. It's beyond court. When you have that crazy lawyer advising you against your husband, tell that lawyer to go home to his own wife. They need families to be fighting so that they can be making the money and making both parties. You know, like the man who sells coffee, he needs people to die. Lawyers need crisis so that they can survive. Don't let them turn you. And then after the blood ritual and all of that. So today, we in the New Testament, we don't go cutting your... We use what Jesus used to bind himself and the church, the communion. That's what we serve couples, to remind them of that. But there's actually real blood covenant involving marriage. God made a woman, sealed her sexual organ with a blood membrane called the hymen. So the plan is, the first person that will break it should be that man she had taken vow with to live forever. And the day you are going to gain access, you are now sealed with blood that seals after you have taken oath, blood will now seal it finally. We have to introduce communion because we know that a lot of people, there is no blood anywhere again. They have been misbehaving since. They have been misbehaving. A lot of problems with 21st century. People are supposed to marry as virgins. If it's the Jewish marriage in those days, when you do your first night, they will spray a sheet on the bed, and you must bring it to the elders. That means the marriage has been consummated. When you bring it, what the elders are looking for is the blood stain on that cloth. Usually a white sheet. And then the parents can go home. You don't come to them telling them nonsense about their daughter. But that night, no blood, you have right to return. They can return your bride price and take back their girl. But, so, you hardly see situations. And there are cases where they stone the girl too, and she will die. That she has been playing, and this is what the Bible calls, she has been playing harlotry in her father's house. Now, today, we don't stone anymore. We don't do all that anymore. But covenant stands. And you need to know that the whole act of sex is cutting covenant. It's actually taking communion, renewing covenant. It binds two people. Sex has a mystery in it. It creates soul tie. That's why we tell couples, whether you quarrel or not, part of conflict resolution in marriage, I think we're going to get to that course, is have sex. I don't care how hot it is. Go ahead and have sex. It's part of conflict resolution techniques that God created. There's something it does after that. You people will now talk. Your head will be calm. I will even tell you guys another secret for women. When a man has been starved of sex for a while, don't come and call him for meeting. His head is not correct. Given his benevolence, his head will come down. Call for that meeting. He won't be as hot as he wanted to be. His head will come down. It's a mystery. You know, there are powers God gave women. There are powers he gave men. A lot of us don't know how to use our own power. The power of femininity is 10 times stronger than the power of masculinity. People don't know how to use it. If you see a metal, you see a magneto, and you bring them close, guess the one that is pulling. Magnetism is given to women. Men are just metal, no charges. So a woman's power is influence. When you move the thing here, you see the metal dancing. If you understand how to use your power, you leave the power God gave you, you go and be fighting with him. Is it muscle? Touch me, beat me. He will beat you. Except if you have been taking hormonal treatment, you now have muscle. You've been going to the gym. Go and be challenging your husband. Beat me. Through your chest. That's not where your power is. There are other power God gave you. All that muscle will bow. You are using masculinity. Thank God God created women. No? There will be family wars, community wars, state wars, national wars, civil wars, global conflict everywhere. Men alone on earth, the whole world would have been destroyed long ago. Testosterone. Look at cows now, the male one, the bulls. Look at goats, the male one. Look at every other animal. Look at the man. He's fight. Testosterone. The Bible said, does not nature teach you? Women are the ones that calm society down and help us to make this world livable. Sometimes, even in managing children, discipline, the father will charge, I will destroy you. The mother will say, calm down. You will scatter your home life way. Calm down. I will talk to this girl. You think children are like your secretary, you can sack anytime you like. You think they're employees. You sack, you employ another person to. You think that's how they are. See, a man that has disowned his child is the man that is wounded. He's the one that will be in pain. The child will suffer, but the man, he just disowned your future. We need women for this world to go well. Don't let anybody convince you that you are the ones that destroyed the world. You are the one that is keeping it calm from destruction. You don't know. Or you contributed, Sha. Okay. What is the implication of covenant? When I'm in covenant, what is the implication? What does covenant now mean, and what is the implication? We will not go beyond this because of time. What's the implication? Let me start with the ladies. Let's start with you, Pastor Ogbueli.